Hello happy people, my name is Dan and it's that time again. It's time to look at some more GM48 Game Jam games. These are all games made within 2 days around the theme of building. So let's see what they've built. Okay, so up first today we have got Hero Builder by Single Shot and Fortissimo, I think that's how it's pronounced. What you have to do is build a hero. Quite self-explanatory, but what you have to do is answer the questions in order to decide what hero you're going to get. So, you get some questions here, and you need to be honest, so we'll ask you some questions and make sure that they're based on your answers. You wake up from a long dream, what do you see when you open your eyes? Well, my room. That seems quite obvious. You're looking for a job, what do you do? One that helps. I like to help, I'm a helper. Or one that's really easy, I like to help. A delinquent is harassing a girl on a street. I will help, but I will be scared. It's time to learn how to fight. What do you focus on? Magic spells. I get magic spells. Someone tries to fight you. How do you respond? Well, if I have magic spells, I guess I will accept their challenge. An arrow is flying straight at you. What do you do? Well, again, if I have magic, I'm going to fly, and I'm going to fly out of the way. I'm all for that. So now, because of the answers, I get a hero. I think this is a very clever concept because you get different heroes based on what answers you pick. And mine is double jumping and spell casting. Spell casting. Wasn't that the theme for the last jam? Single shot. That's clever. Making a callback. So, it's great. I go and fight the boss, which I will spoil now. I did die. Apparently, fighting is not my special skill. I do love the background effects, though. Can we all appreciate how good the background effects are in this? And there it is. There is the boss. A god made a little hero. Well, let's see if it's built well enough to play with. It was not. But then once you've built your hero, you're subjected to a boss fight here, and you have to fight off the spells that are coming your way. And in doing so, you, hopefully defeat the boss. I really need to go back and actually try to defeat the boss because I almost did. I didn't do too bad, but I did die. But this is a really clever idea. It adds a lot of variety, and it's really handy because then once you do die, you get the option to try again with the same build, or you can have another go at it. So I think it is very clever that you've got these different options. You can kind of mix and match which one suits you, and it's also not just directly like here's pick a power and pick a skill or whatever. It's actually based on a question, so it's a bit of a unique concept overall. So yeah, I really did enjoy this one. I think it was very cleverly done. Single Shot Single Shot and 40th did the music, but Single Shot always comes up with some unique ideas. And this is a unique way to build a hero. I am just not a very good fighter, so my poor little hero didn't stand a chance. But yeah, overall, this is a good one, and I think I'm about to die. Am I about to die? I can't remember. I did try another build. Yeah, there it is. I died. I tried another build, but I'm going to have to go back and try and defeat the boss. But overall, yeah, good entry. Good job. Okay, so up next we have Epic Construction Vehicle by Yossi. Is it Yossi? It's not Yoshi, it's Yossi. Yossi did specify this is a joke game, and they're not wrong. It is silly. You are a little construction vehicle here, and you are destroying the buildings. There's really not much else to it beyond that. Really, you are just destroying buildings. You've got a charge attack for the particularly concretey floors, and then you could just mash the space button. Or any button, in fact, press anything to attack for the other portions of the building. It's very simple, it's very cute, it's very charming in its own way. Also, I did think, if it was a joke game, how funny it would be if the last building, because it says one building left, was just like invincible or endlessly spawning. I thought that would be cruel and hilarious. So maybe an idea for next time. Also, the buildings progressively get larger as you go along, so you start with a very small building, and then you end up with this, and then how the building is gone. And then you just get a little "you win" message. Yeah, cute. I like it. Okay, so up next we have got Stackmaster by Celtsy. And in Stackmaster, what you have to do is collect these little tokens in a procedurally generated room, and with them you build a floor. You collect the tokens by defeating the enemies in these different styles of rooms. So you've got like a loot room, an enemy room, and a trap room, and anything like these random donuts or little random things that you come across, they will damage you and I think make things harder. I'm not quite sure what happens if you do get damaged, but the elevator is there. So that is on the first room, so I must remember that and go back to it. And then look, you've got the but I really wanted those little paper planes. I thought they'd have like messages, but it turns out they're actually just enemies. I thought I'd have secret messages. I did also get hurt a lot. I don't think that helped my cause because I think that makes my speed go up. So yeah, it got difficult very quickly. I only managed to get, I don't think I managed to get past third or fourth floor. But it's very cleverly done actually, because you're basically building the building. You're building your levels as you go along, and you have this lovely little office cat, which I think is super cute. And it gets harder and harder as you progress. And oh, I wanted that little thing. So the green ones are easy. Yellow is medium and red is hard. And you just, I think I collected something there too. You have to collect all the little tokens to build the next floor. If you run out of tokens or you don't stack up properly, then game over. It's really interesting because it's such a unique take. I had not actually thought of a concept like this, but it's really, really well done. And yeah, it was, Salty did say it was made very quickly and there were bugs and issues, but really I didn't notice anything too, you know, problematic with these sorts of things. Obviously, you know, there's always room for improvement when jam games come along, because I think this room, I don't remember them being there before. I don't know if the tokens respawn, but it worked perfectly fine for me. I really enjoyed it. I think the concept is very silly and it's just yeah, it's cute as hell. Look at that lovely little office kitty. So yeah, I've got all these tokens now, so I think I've got enough. So I'm going to go back and go into the elevator, and I've made it very hard for myself because, as you're about to see, so you stack them up like this. I had 5 there, so I made, I tried to use the easy tokens if I could, so I made an easy one there, and I was all ready to go, and yeah, I mucked that up. So now there's only two rooms here. So I thought, you know what, so I think I've got enough tokens. I've certainly got 2 tokens left at least, so I thought I'll go up to the next floor, and I'll just go from there. And I did, and as you're about to see, I entirely missed it, and bop, game over. But good job, I enjoyed this one. Okay, so up next we have got Bouncy Golf by Comrade Chunky, and I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. So you have got a picture of a golf ball, golf club in the background. You click to make these blocks, and then you bounce the golf balls off the blocks, but the blocks sometimes disappear, and so do the golf balls. Yeah, it's I get time's a factor here. I appreciate it's tricky to make a game in 2 days, so anything past the finish line is good, but maybe this one might have missed the mark. You know, all due respect to the creator, I'm just I think some instructions might help. This is a bit of a confusing one. And finally today we have Dystopic by S7 String Madness. And in Dystopic, what you were doing is building up the world after some terrible apocalypse by using the tools to gather resources from the ground around you and build up energy. The way you do this is by building, I will say, you've got these silos which are meant to produce the resources, but you build more than one and they get very loud. I think some tuning on the sound effects versus music might be required here, because when I put this footage together, I'm going to have to turn the sound way down, which is a shame because you miss out on the music then. And that is very nicely done. Also, the graphic style, really nice, good choice of tones, so sort of purples and that sort of muted colours. Gives all that dystopia vibes really nicely. You build things like the factory to get the power, you build the little energy stores. For some reason it wasn't letting me upgrade them. Even when I did have the resources, it wasn't letting me upgrade the energy stores. You also need the sirens to store the materials, the little building houses to deploy the builders, which then go out and collect the resources for you. I'm showing you a little bit later in the game because it is a bit of a slow starter, I will admit. It is one of those that takes a little while, and I imagine there's a lot more depth to it because I can see you are sort of zapping into the ground with the sirens, silos, is it a silo? There's a lot more going on, and I think it is a bit of a slow burner, but there is a lot of depth to this. There's a lot more upgrade options. I would have liked to have been able to scroll left and right as well, so I could build more. Maybe I could have. I didn't see the control to do that. It wasn't mentioned, so if you could do that, completely bypass me. But I did enjoy clicking around and experimenting, which is what the developer encouraged here, and building lots of different things. And like I said, there's a lot of depth going on. I really did enjoy that. Like I said, I like the vibe, the resource management. It's all very in depth. There's some fighters as well, which you can deploy. Didn't find out what for. I imagine if I play this a bit more, there's going to be some level of fighting going on potentially. Not 100%. Like I said, it's a one that takes a little while to get into, but it's a very nicely made game. So I did really enjoy that one. Good job. Yeah, some interesting entries this time around, and I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to stick around, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, though, bye.